And here we are live. Hello, everybody. How are you today? This is live stream number one where we're going to have a bit about everything. Before we start, I'm going to give you a 30-second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, I haven't used this live stream system in quite a while, so I begin to forget. But that's not gonna stop us from doing this. Let me see. We have banner brand. No, here you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a 30 seconds intro today, and then we're going live with our show. Yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? This is the episode number one of our live show episode called Here We Talk, and this is based off anybody who can speak English as a second language, and we're all here in a place where we can share, where we can talk, we can give ideas about what we think we should do. This is an open space where we can talk about arts, music, movies, politics, what's been happening in the world these days, and where how things have changed. Of course, because you know that I like computers a lot, we can have a talk about what is like artificial intelligence or AI and everything concerns to it. And yes, before we go to down to the first topic, I would like to talk about this tiny small country down the southwest part of South America that is called Chile. This is the country that I come from, and it's, you know, it's not particularly famous in the world. If you go places like Europe, people know. If you travel South America, people obviously knows because it's near, and between South Americans, we all know each other's country. But if you go down to Africa or places like Middle East or Southeast Asia, people usually don't know. Uh, in the past, I traveled to places down Southeast Asia, and when I first came to Thailand, and I tell people, so you see, whenever you are traveling around and you meet foreigners or locals, they always want to know who you are. And between those first two, three questions, they ask you where you're from. So when they ask you where you're from, you just say, "Well, I'm from Chile," and they go, "Chile? Um, what is that?" They don't know. They normally don't know. Um, so once they know, especially but particularly in Thailand, I have real problem to explain people where my country was. If you say Southwest of South America, they don't understand. Most people in Thailand don't speak English, or at least this is how it was back in 2003 when I was there. It's been 20 years now, so I don't know how it has changed, but I'm sure it has. And um, I came across a Thai person who could speak um, English relatively good, and I got to communicate with him. And I asked him, "How do you say South America in Thailand?" And he said to me, "It's America Thai." So America Thai means South America. So because before, if I meet someone and they say, "Where are you from?" and I say South America, they wouldn't get the word South, and they will think I was American. And this is back in 2003, the year where America was bombing Iraq. So being an American from North America was definitely not a popular thing to do. So every time people thought I was from North America, they'll go like, "Ooh, ooh, stay out of it. We don't want to know much about you." But when I said to them, "I'm from America Thai," they were like, "Oh, South America. Oh yeah, samba, tango," because everybody knows Brazil and a lot of people knows Argentina, but you also places like Chile or Ecuador or Bolivia, people definitely don't know in Southeast Asia. So this is something I had to deal with back then. And generally speaking, it went okay. So if you guys are from South America and you ever go to North America, to Southeast Asia, find the best way to say in the local language South America. At least in Thailand, we know it's America Thai, and in Indonesia, it is America Selatan. If you do that, people will understand. Now, some people are more informed than others. And the second thing that I found back then, every time I asked people and they knew what country I was, they will say Bambam Zamorano, which happens to be one of our famous football players back then, and Augusto Pinochet, our dictator we had between 1973 and 1988. So those are the two things people knew about it back then. I hope this situation has changed. I haven't been in Southeast Asia in a long time by now. I would say over a decade, I suppose. I'm not sure. 7 years, 8 years, I don't know. But if you guys go there, it would be good if you ask these questions. It's always good also to interact with them. We don't will ask you where you're from, and they will ask you, what do you do? Are you married? What religion are you? Where do you stay? And because in South America, we have this culture where you better be safe than sorry, right? Never give so much private information about you. Actually, it's advice between us South American that if you're gonna go away for the weekend, don't post it on your social network because we have such a thievery culture that if people find out that you're not in your home, for example, they could easily come and rob your house. So this is definitely not a safe thing to do, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it um, to do it. Next, South America. Yeah, okay. One second, please. Got someone on the line. Um, yeah, okay. So the second thing you need to know is that, oh yeah, so when people ask you those questions, those very private questions, don't be afraid to answer because none of them, most of them are not thief. This is the way how they interact. They even ask me the most unusual question like, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And if I say I was the youngest of five, they wanted to know which position among your brothers or sisters are you? As if, am I the first kid? Am I the middle kid? Or I'm the youngest? The reason why they ask you that is because they want to know your personality. Because they know that the first son doesn't have the same character as the middle son or as the little son. So, they just start to build up a profile about you, but this is just a friendly way for them to connect, to interact with you. So, if I was traveling around Southeast Asia, I wouldn't be intimidated by any of those questions. I would just answer them because the people are so nice, they are so friendly, and they're definitely not expecting to come at your place or rob you or anything. However, I wouldn't recommend to carry too much cash with you. And another mistake that South Americans do when they travel around, because in our continent we are so used to get asked documents everywhere you go, your private ID, and when you travel around the world, the only private ID you have is your passport. Um, we tend to carry our passport everywhere we go. Now, this is not a safe practice because um, when you travel, you go from one place to another, and there is a chance you might lose your documents. And if you get unlucky like I did, you could lose your passport. Now, losing your passport outside your country is a very, very bad thing to do. It happens to me back in Jakarta in the year 2003, I remember. And because of that reason, I was forced to stay in the city for 2 weeks to get a new passport. Now, so if you're traveling around and you plan to see city every 2 3 days, then you'll be stuck in one city for no reason. So always leave your passport in a safe place at your hotel. Go outside, enjoy the day, enjoy your life, and then just take it when if you really, really need it. I only carry my passport with you when I pack all my stuff and I'm going to cross a border from one country to another. Now, this week, just for you to see, let me see if I remember. I haven't used this app in so long that I begin to forget. But I want to share with you screen. Let me see how to do this. No, it's definitely not here. I serious guys, don't remember. I have something I want you to see, but I have forgotten how to share screen. Let's have a look. Banners, comment. I should have definitely prepared better. I'm so sorry because we got really good news this week from America, and I would really like to show you if I get lucky and I remember how to do it. Comment, banners, private chat. God, I'm terrible at this. I used to be. I'm talking about. I want to talk about artificial intelligence, and yet I'm unable to do something as simple as sharing screen in a computer. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Overlay, clips, background. Seriously, this is not looking pretty, guys. Um, if anybody's online, I'm looking at this. Look, you know what? Let's Google it. How to share screen in StreamYard. Okay. We have a WhatsApp. Somebody's talking. Okay. Let's have a look. Multi streaming with StreamYard. How to screen share iPhone? No. How do I share my screen? No. Okay. This is not looking great, you guys. But we're gonna work this out, right? Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, took me somewhere else. No, this isn't how I want it. Are we still live? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Ah, this is absolutely terrible. If anybody there is open StreamYard Studio and click share, then share the screen. Yes, that sounds really easy. I'm on a studio and I don't see the share setting. I did not prepare for this. I'm so sorry, you guys. Anyway, that doesn't mean this is not going to work because it's got to work. I just need to figure this out. Funny here says having issues. Yes, I'm having an issue. It's not a big one, but edit. No, no, this isn't the one. But we're gonna figure this out. I should have done this before. You know what? Actually, I haven't done any live streaming in quite a while now. So This is why I don't remember. Hmm. I got this YouTube video. Oh, should we hear it? Okay. See? Okay, I'll put this on silent. I'm going to click on. Okay, now we're watching some guy talking. This typical YouTuber sending, making this video. And I don't have problem with these guys because more often than not, you learn a lot. The problem is that before they take you to the actual information, they talk so much. And that's not great. Okay, let's see. Podcast. Okay, that's going down to business. Okay, you can have a moment here. There's no hurry, right? Live stream. Hot day is a hot day. It's 9:20 in South American summer. Oh, no, this is not what I want to know. Let me have a look at the temperature. Temperature in Paine City, which is where we are. By the way, guys, we are in Paine, which is a place outside Santiago City, still capital city, and we have 19 degrees at 9 p.m. Can you believe that? It's hard to believe, but it's the truth. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've seen it now. Present, present. Slide, share screen. There you go. We found the share screen thanks to this guy. Share screen with two monitor. Share screen sharing works best on a good computer. We have a good computer. Okay, let's just click on it. Let's not break too much into it and see. Oh no. Window. Chrome tab. Yay! Okay, here we go. Ah, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. You see, in the world today, yeah, we we have to have a bit of patience and we have to do our research before we do anything. Here, I'm hoping you're seeing. Okay, now I'm gonna double check this. I'm going to open my YouTube channel and see what's in my display. Hmm. I have no idea. All right, let's just keep going. We are looking at, yes, it's working. Wall Street Journal. All right. So this is the Wall Street Journal. If you look down here, it's Tuesday, January the 2nd. And this was 3 days ago. Okay. So here we're gonna look at the titles. You see a guy swimming, Israeli justice overturned decisive court law. Oh my God, there's so much talk about Israel, Gaza. It's horrible. It's amazing. You know what? You guys can have your point of view about it. You can agree or disagree with one party or the other. But the point is that the reason why war takes place is only because politics are unable to come to a deal, to be able to say, hey, you know what? Let's sort this out. Let's stop killing our people, stop killing each other, stop taking our countries into misery and poverty. Let's sort this out for everybody's good. That's how it should be done. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Trades, bright spot, manufacturing, COVID. We're still talking about COVID. Yeah. In this country, in Chile, no one cares about COVID anymore. Job market this year, statistics, uh, funding of pregnancy resource centers is latest abortion battleground. Yeah, battle's a big issue. Yeah. Are you guys agree or disagree? Put it in the comments. I mean, should abortion be legal or not? Those are questions that everybody should be asking these days. China's corruption purge paralyzed party. China, I don't want to talk about China's politics because we know that It's a communist country who have their own rule, their own world. It's just better not to get into it, you know. Israel. I want to reach to the point. There's one page from from the Wall Street Journal this week that I want you to see, and it's something that amazed me a lot. Personal journal. Start your traveling planning now. So you see, for you guys who are not in South America, but you are either in Europe or in any North America or Canada, this is summertime here in South America. So it's really hot. So for you up in Norway or Denmark or Germany, who happen to be freezing at the moment, if you want to take a break out of that misery, come to South America. There's plenty of places to see. There's a lot of things to do. We have Inca Temple, we have Carnival, we have Colombia, so many countries to have a good time and take a bit of a break from whatever life you're having. But why I'm telling you this is because I was reading the Wall Street Journal this week and I came across a page I haven't been able to find yet, but I promise I will very soon. In a matter of mm, second. Military Phantom, John Fetman, I don't know who this is. Does Biden want Ukraine to win? So write this letter, you know. People don't know what's the position, Joe Biden position towards the war. Oh yeah, we have a earthquake in Japan, yeah? 30 people dead. It was 7.8. So I've got to tell you, you guys, if you ever come to South America, particularly to Chile, it's a country with a lot of earthquake. And foreigners always joke about this because they say Chilean people don't panic when earthquake. So when we get earthquake, we're like, oh yeah, all right, let's just wait until it's over because honestly, guys, we're so used to it. All right, next, business and finance. Fine. Delta plane. This is all business. My heart and life. This and there you go. Check this out. Wall Street Journal, the 2nd of January, this week of the year, we get a tourist company offering trips to Patagonia. Now, I'm not here to promote them, yeah, because but this is the company GoCollets.com who are offering trip to Patagonia. I want you to know that Patagonia is divided between Chile and Argentina. I have been there, and is you know I make a list this week about all the countries I've been in my life, and it came down to 33 countries. I have traveled 33 countries in this world, split between Southeast Asia, Europe, and South America. And what I've seen down south in Patagonia was amazing. I have to say, I happened to have a really good weather at the time because it was a few days after the snow. It was a sunny day, a few days after the snow, and you all know when the sun uh, hit the snow, it becomes it becomes it melts a bit, so it's half green, half white with a nice weather. It was by far one of the beautiful places I've ever been. The people I was with told me that they were living in Switzerland before, and that was more beautiful. It's a long trip, it's far, and to compare to South Americans' budget, I have to tell you that it costs more. However, I absolutely recommend it. We have an animal called huemul, which I looked it up before. There is no translation for it. Let me show you the image of it if I can. Are you seeing the image? I think that's the one. I'm not really sure. But huemul is uh, an animal on extinction. It's about to be extinct. There are like 300 species in the planet, from which 50 are in Argentina, and the remaining 250 are living in that part of the world. They are hard to find. You are unable to feed them or to do anything with them. If you see them anyway, they're not gonna get close to you. They will run away, but are beautiful creatures where you can have a nice view. And on top of that, let me have a look at what you can see in um, Patagonia. Look, we're gonna have a Google here. Carretera Austral. Oh, by the way, this Carretera Austral Road, it was built back in the 80s, and while I was there, the local told me that in the day, the trip we did within 3 to 4 hours would have taken days by horse before the 80s. So it was a great development for the economy. Have a look at this. Let me see if you can actually see this. Yes, you do. On these roads are just the most amazing place you can see. I know every country have all different sorts of beauty, but this one is one very, very unique. The size of that lake was, it did look like an ocean. Look, this is all the way down Chile, and this is exactly what it looks like. I know because I've been there, and it was just a few weeks ago. And as beautiful as the picture might seem, it's never as good as the real deal. I'm gonna show you Huemul because Huemul, it's an unusual creature and it's our national animal. Have a look at this. They're absolutely beautiful. It's they're nice. They're running around. They search their own food. They can live and they can hold the coldest weather in the planet, and they are so cute. Check it out. You guys are amazing. They're always in group. Funny enough, while we was there, we saw a couple. We saw the male and the female. And then talking to an expert, he told us that they always travel in group, in teams, in family to look out for each other. The nature of, and this is a good lesson for all of us. Yeah, always look out for your family. Yeah, always look out for your own. Um, so yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. That it's not just me saying this is a nice area, but this is the actual Wall Street Journal telling us that come down here, come down to South America, have a trip, have a laugh, and you will not regret. So yes, how much? I'm gonna stop sharing now. You see, stop sharing. There you go. There you go. Okay. Well, this is an idea of what I want to do with you guys. I'm going to be talking to you online. I'm going to be inviting people to talk to me, and that anybody who has a comment, they can send it to me through WhatsApp, or they can make comments in our website, and I'm going to be reading them and letting you guys know what is going on. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, uh, you have to contact me and I can bring this up, because this is a place for non-native English speaker to communicate themselves, to practice the language at school, and to be better at this. So this is all for me now. I hope you're having a great time. I speak to you guys soon. And oh well, yeah. And yes, have a wonderful, wonderful time. Hasta la vista.